And the way I like to say it is all the stuff that I wanted to work out in my life, all the self-help stuff that I was trying to make happen started to actually work because I finally injected that missing piece, which was the spiritual walk I was on. So the reason I'm so excited to talk with you about this today is because I know what it's like to not only not believe, but also be presented with this really confusing landscape of like, what is this? Okay, what's this law of attraction? Am I supposed to just like think stuff into existence? Am I not supposed to work hard? Am I supposed to do this? Like, what is going on? If I'm trying to work myself, why am I still suffering? Da, 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 da. And it goes on and on and on, and everyone's giving conflicting answers. So I was might have died if I didn't get this basics, even the basic stuff figured out. So I can tell you from experience what worked for me and what didn't.
Well, and I think what you were talking about, that what I'm hearing is self-help versus spirituality.
Yeah. And it's interesting because a couple, starting maybe a few years ago, I really started diving deep into like, you know, self-help is so pervasive in our culture, but where did it really come from? Well, what's interesting is spiritual traditions, they really are the genuine article when it comes to self-help because it's all about inner growth. And they've been doing this for thousands of years. But a lot of what we know today is as modern, like let's call it non-spiritual self-help. That has its roots in actually just selling. It was originally just like motivation to make sure that like people who did door-to-door selling for a living could sustain enough enthusiasm to have the door slammed in their face all day. Or it was production workers who were giving daily goals for productivity in terms of like working in factories. So it's this very like rote, like motivation, like keep beating your head up against the wall, because in those particular contexts, it could make those companies a lot of money. So it's like, wait, why isn't he talking about all this? The reason I mention all this is because if you want to know what effect something is going to have on you, you need to look into where does it come from? What is the root of it? What is the genesis of this thing that I'm applying to my life? And for a lot of people, when they realize, oh, it's all about like self-help is really just about motivation to keep yourself into this like jazzed up attitude. Well, what if that's not the problem in my life? What if that's not actually what I need? And that's when you have to start exploring beyond the non-spiritual self-help and get into what cultures have been refining for thousands of years, and that is spirituality.